We're joined here in studio by head cross country coach Ryan Milner to talk about the upcoming championships. Hey coach, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Before we get in talking to all the regional NCAA championships, just kind of give us a rundown of how the season has gone so far for both the men and the women.
You know, it's kind of progressed exactly as we planned. Came together in August, set our team goals, determined, where we wanted to go. Just kind of been stepping through the process towards now, which is championship time.
And the NSIC Conference Championships were last Saturday. Men taking second. Women had a few individual all-conference standouts. How do you think that result matched the expectations of you and the team?
It matched, pretty well with what we had set out back in August. The men obviously wanted to be in a position to win. The way they raced, they put themselves in that position. We just ran into a really good Augustana team. 1 through 7, every guy ran the fastest 8K they've run in their life. So that was positive. Women were the same thing. We looked at being a top 3 team. Everybody came in, ran really well, ran pretty much the fastest 6K they've ever run, and we got what we finished in, so top 3.
And the NCAA Central Region Tournament is coming up here, the next event. We're kind of riding a 3-year, this is the 3rd year of wonderful national performances and improvements of the men's side. Can you talk about kind of the expectations for the regional?
Yeah, the expectation's the same, that we race in a way that puts us in a position to run at the national championship 2 weeks after the regional. If you look at our team, in cross country specifically, we look at ourselves as a better 10K running team than an 8K running team. So we had a good performance at conference, and now we hope to kind of take that up to another level at the regional meet with that extra 2K in distance.
And you have a lot of seniors. We've got Cody, Brandon, Brady, Alyssa, Mindy, Mackenzie, Molly. You've got a lot of great seniors that have kind of helped build the cross-country program in your time here. Talk about some of them and what they've meant to your program.
All of them have been exceptional in what we've achieved as a team in the last 4 years. You can't do it without them. Mm-hmm. As a coach, you're really probably the most irrelevant piece of the whole thing. You kind of lay out the expectations, and you depend on them to do what's necessary to put it over the top, and they've all done that year in and year out. I couldn't be happier with them. So.
And talking a little bit about those seniors, I got to talk about Cody.
Yep.
Last year, didn't see him in the top winning events like we are this year. What's changed in him that has allowed him to be so successful this season?
Health and consistency have been the biggest things. Every year we'd hit August and some little injury would come up that would keep him out of action for a long time. And he's probably been training consistently for over a year now, no setbacks, and that's the big difference. So this year we're finally seeing what we've been expecting to see the last few years. So I'm really happy for him to kind of get out on the cross-country course and run at a level that he knows he's capable of. It's really exciting. And
on the women's side, Molly's been having some standout events as well as Mackenzie, but Molly coming back off of the injury year, how has her health progressed and her improvement happened even from the first meet till now?
It's amazing where she's come from. She ran 2K less in her first meet than she just raced and averaged 12 seconds faster per mile. So, that's a huge amount of time for people who don't really know, cross country and track, that type of thing. The biggest thing with her was just kind of pacing her comeback and, keeping her psychologically ready to go, knowing that it's going to be a process and you're going to have to get a little better each and every meet. Once she embraced that, she's just thrived.
And there's a lot of youth on the team that has been holding those team scores together. Talk about some of those youthful standouts that can be the future of the cross-country program.
The men's side, obviously Nadir Yusuf and Logan Spooner are the big two that you guys are seeing right now. Nadir was the fastest true freshman at the conference meet. I believe there's a couple of red shirts in front of him, but the true freshman, he was the guy. Spooner, same thing, probably among the top 5, top 10 true freshmen in the entire race. So those guys, as they continue to develop, are just going to get better and better and better. And then there's a whole group of guys in the background that people aren't seeing right now who are redshirting, and they've run phenomenal to the point where they're running at a level where your guys like Brady Spiker were running as a freshman. You don't see them. Mm-hmm. So for the future, the men look pretty stacked. On the women's side, the big one to pay attention to right now is Catherine Sistrunk. Kind of an interesting path into running where she didn't run her senior year of high school and kind of found her way onto our team and has been running really, really well. And then we have the same thing, a couple of redshirt women who are in the background and I think will contribute big next year.
Well, the future looks bright, and good luck here in the Nationals.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach. And good luck. Now we're going to get into the cross-country recaps up until this point, starting with the Jimmy Invitational. Men took first place with a sweep of the top 6 spots on their way to a perfect score of 15. Cody Christ won the event in a time of 24:52. Sophomore Josh Young took second. Senior Brady Spiker was third, while freshman Nadir Youssef was fourth, and sophomore Josh Ernst at fifth. Women took first place with 25 points, easily besting Concordia, which was second with 70. Molly Montoni led the team with the win, claiming the 5K in a time of 17:50. Senior teammate Mackenzie Smith was second, and followed by sophomore Marissa Carlson at third. The NSIC Conference Championships, like we said last Saturday, Dragon men finished with 36 points, earning a second place finish just behind number 7 ranked Augustana. Christ finished the 8K race in second place, earning first team all-conference honors. Sophomore Josh Young had an excellent showing again, placing 5th to earn first team honors for the second straight year. 3 Dragon men were all-conference second team honorees with top 20 finishes. Brady Spiker at 11th, Nadir Youssef at 14th, and Jay Bewer at 15th. The women finished tied with Winona State for third. 3 Dragons earned all-conference honors, led by Molly Montoni, who earned first-team accolades by finishing 5th. Senior Mackenzie Smith, all-NSIC for the 3rd time in her career after placing 12th to garner second-team honors. Sophomore Marissa Carlson had a solid run to place 16th and earn her as well all-NSIC second-team honors. MSUM now turns its attention in preparing for the NCAA Central Region meet, which will be held on November 5th in Sioux Falls at the same venue as the conference match.